Hey everybody, Zach Wolf here, and I've got another great Top 5 Tuesday. This week, it's the top 5 ways to irritate a judge. Now, I've gathered these ways from a scientific study based on 20 years of experience. So these are the definitive ways to irritate a judge, whether you're a lawyer or a non-lawyer. Are you ready? Here we go. Number 5. Forget to turn off or silence your cell phone. This is a pretty simple one, but you'd be surprised how many times you're sitting in a courtroom and somebody's phone rings. That is a sure way to annoy the judge. Number 4, be disrespectful to the dignity of the courtroom. Now, if you're a lawyer, you're probably at least going to be dressed appropriately in most cases. But a lot of lawyers will come into court and be a little too casual with the judge and be disrespectful. Just the other day, I saw a situation where a lawyer on a break goes up to the judge to ask about postponing the hearing. And the judge said, well, where's the other lawyer? Why are you asking me this without anybody else present? So don't be overly casual with the judge. And if you're a non-lawyer, look, if you like to, let's say you wear a tank top and shorts most of the time, hey, that's cool with me, but you might want to dress it up just a little more when you go to the courtroom. Because if you are disrespectful to the dignity of the courtroom, that's usually going to irritate the judge. Number 3, another surefire way to annoy your judge is to interrupt. So when the judge asks a question or is trying to tell you something, interrupt if you want to irritate the judge, or interrupt the other lawyer or the other party. Those are great ways to cause annoyance to the court. Now, sometimes if you're a lawyer, you have to stand up and interrupt and make an objection. That's different, obviously. All right, number 2. This one should be obvious, but it's amazing how many times people do this. The number 2 way to irritate a judge, when the judge asks you a question, you don't answer the question, you just keep on saying what you wanted to say. Now, this is the typical way that politicians answer questions when they're on TV shows, right? They're asked a question, and instead of answering the question, they are taught to stay on message. That may or may not be good advice in politics, but it is not good advice in the courtroom. Because if the judge asks you a question, you need to answer that question, not some other question that you think the judge should have asked. Okay, finally, the number 1 way to irritate a judge. Come to court on a motion to compel without making a good faith effort to compromise. Now, to you non-lawyers, that might sound a little technical, but this is a big pet peeve for judges. They hate hearing discovery disputes, especially when the lawyers have not made any real effort to resolve the dispute before coming to the courtroom. So lawyers, you already know this, make sure you make a real effort, and that means more than just calling up or emailing the other lawyer and saying, hey, you need to agree to everything I've demanded or else I'm going to court. That's not a real effort to compromise. And if you're a client, you need to understand that when your lawyer tells you we need to try to make some effort to compromise on these discovery issues, that's good advice. Because there's no better way to irritate a judge than to not make any effort to compromise a discovery dispute. So those are my scientific top 5 ways to irritate a judge. But if you think I've missed something, hey, let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching.